Hey guys, just trying to keep this intro nice and simple. This workout is pretty similar to the style of how I train, so it's a circuit workout. You got a total of 3 circuits. Each circuit has 3 exercises. We'll go ahead and repeat each exercise for 12 reps, and then the circuit itself will repeat 3 times. So, as always, if you're confused, it's easy because I'm confused just right now. Like, why am I in my car? If you're confused, go ahead, take a screenshot of the exercise below, take it with you to the gym. Questions are always appreciated, encouraged. Go ahead, give this video a like, subscribe, other, shameless plug right here. All right, always let me know how you enjoy this. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. All right, so circuit 1 begins with squat to overhead press. Now, it is important, of course, to challenge yourself, go heavy, whatever. But my main focus for this workout, or this movement for you guys, is to just make sure you're doing the movement right. And that's with any case, So definitely take a look and notice how I'm not going super fast with this. I'm really taking my time, making sure my hips aren't, tilting forward or backward. I don't have any anterior or posterior tilt with my pelvis. And then when I stand up, I'm really engaging those abs, and then we're pushing over my head. So I notice I don't have like any kind of lumbar curve or any kind of booty pop going on, because that just puts too much strain on your spine. And then when you stand up and push over your head, you're just adding more to that strain. And we're really trying to, preserve that spine, considering it's the only one you got, Okay, after 12 reps of those guys, we're gonna move straight into plank rows. Now, this is one of my favorite functional movements. And by functional movement, I mean that it can help you in other aspects of your life. So think about this when you are lifting something heavy and you don't necessarily have like the leg power to lift it, lift with your legs, blah, blah, blah. Sometimes we're in situations where we can't do that. Anyway, so this one's a really good one for strengthening not only the back, but the core. You're holding a plank, so obviously a core movement, but notice how I'm not necessarily swinging the weight back. I'm trying to keep my hips nice and level, keep that constant tension in my abs, and then row straight back. Think about bringing that dumbbell to your hip, not necessarily up, but back, just a little, This move also helps strengthen your shoulder girdle as a whole, so it'll help when it comes to lifting things over your head, possibly just lifting things straight in front of you. We do a lot of lifting and we don't even realize it throughout our day, so functional movements for the win. All right, so 3rd exercise of this circuit, also the last exercise. Just, I always gotta add in just a teensy bit of cardio. How else would I get it in? I'm sure as hell not gonna run, so. Anyway, so this is just pulsing jump squats. I added in a weight for just a smidgen of challenge, but feel free to do body weight. 12 reps of these, you'll be good to go. And here I added in this side angle so you can again see that I have very little lumbar curve. I just want to go straight down and straight back up, not doing any booty pop. All right, so circuit 2 starts with this, yet another compound movement. I don't really know what to call this except for just like a plank to a push-up to a deadlift to 3 curls. All right, well, we'll figure something out. Anyway, so notice it starts in a plank, obviously, but we hop up and it goes into a deadlift. I have absolutely no arch in my back. I say that frequently because it is so important to make sure you have a neutral spine at all times, and we get that by really engaging our core. So deadlift up, and then I tuck my elbows to my side. I make sure my chest is nice and open, and then I move in to those 3 bicep curls. That way I really isolate the biceps on my way up. This is a very complex movement, honestly, but I want to get the most bang for my buck, so gotta do it correctly. All right, so exercise 2 of circuit 2 is Bulgarian split squats on this exercise ball. Now, please, 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 if you are not already decently comfortable doing Bulgarian split squats just on a bench or a box, do not do this dumb thing that I'm doing. I genuinely like to challenge myself, and obviously you're gonna see me struggle here. I'm not ashamed because, well, if I weren't challenging myself, I wouldn't be getting any better, right guys? Okay, so what makes this so gosh darn difficult is the fact that you need to keep your hips and your shoulders in one alignment. Also, if you are not very flexible in your hip flexors, your quads, your hamstrings, this is going to be a doozy. And to top that all off, if you're just really bad at balancing in general, you just have poor ankle stability, well, you'll understand why this is so challenging for me. All right, from this angle, you can kind of get a better idea of what needs to happen in order for this to not absolutely kill you and your ego. So notice I have my core constantly engaged. That really helps when it comes to keeping your hips and shoulders in one alignment. From there, I lower slowly, and I'm also pushing that back leg back, kind of rolling it along the ball. That's mainly because I don't have a ton of flexibility in my hip flexors, so that just helps with maintaining my balance. Also, when I'm pushing up, I'm using that glute, and then I'm using my hamstring more than I'm using my quads. So most of the anterior work that's going on here is in my core, and then when it comes to pushing myself up, it's mainly that posterior chain. Also in the back leg that's extended backwards, you're gonna feel quite the burn in the hammy and the glute, just because you're trying to keep that balance and keep that leg, you know, suspended behind you. All right, so after 12 reps of that craziness, we're just gonna move into a plain Jane plank. You can do this. We're gonna do this for 60 seconds. I used the exercise ball. Again, just did this to challenge myself, but totally okay if you're doing this on the ground. Okay, after 3 rounds of that circuit, we're moving into our last one. It begins with alternating hang snatches. So I guess it's not really alternating. I start with one arm and then I move to the other. So we're starting with my right arm. Again, this isn't so much a squat as it is pretty much a sumo deadlift. You're gonna bend over, kind of think about shaving your legs with this silly little dumbbell, and then you're going to push overhead. And really, do not go too crazy with this. Do not go too heavy. Do not go too jerky. Make it controlled. I have seen way too many injuries of people just whipping dumbbells around, whipping barbells around, and they end up tearing their shoulder. It's not fun. It's not worth it. Just please be careful. Don't challenge yourself too much, but make sure you're getting a decent workout. All right, so exercise 2. I'm using this Buso ball or medicine. Sorry, let's try this again. I'm using this exercise ball. You guys can use a bench, a box, whatever. I do want you to be in this bridge position though, just because it incorporates a little bit of lower body. Again, we're all about these compound movements, but the main movement is a chest fly. I love chest flies. They burn so good. Okay, so the cues you need to look for. When you bring them down to your side, make sure, one, that your elbows are not locked, they're slightly bent, and that is when you inhale. So get a big breath in, and then when you bring it up to your midline, push all that air out. That is really going to target the actual muscles you want to, that pec. I've seen too many people where it's too close to their chin, possibly too close to their belly button when they're bringing it to the center. It's not that necessarily is wrong, but it's not engaging the muscles that we're looking for. And if you really want to grow the girls, grow the chest, you know, the fun stuff, you're really going to want to focus on keeping those elbows bent to your side and then bringing it up right over your chest. Alrighty guys, so last exercise of this entire workout is just hamstring curls on this exercise ball. It'll definitely take you a few tries to get used to if you've never done this before, but trust me, you'll get it. Your hammies will be burning, you'll hate/love me. It'll be a great time. Plus, I mean, you only have 12 reps. You just gotta repeat it 3 times total. So it's fine. Don't even worry about it. You got this. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching as always. If you try out this workout, please let me know and be sure to subscribe, like the video, send me positive vibes, maybe a meme or 2, anything fun like that. Also dog pics, please. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.